The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When Jesus entered Capernaum, a centurion approached him and appealed to him, saying, "Lord, my servant is lying at home paralyzed, suffering dreadfully." He said to him, "I will come and cure him." The centurion said in reply, "Lord, I am not worthy to have you enter under my roof. Only say the word and my servant will be healed. For I too am a man subject to authority, with soldiers subject to me. And I say to one, 'Go,' and he goes, and to another, 'Come,' and he comes. And to my slave, 'Do this,' and he does it." When Jesus heard this, he was amazed and said to those following him, "Amen, I say to you, in no one in Israel have I found such faith. I say to you, many will come from the east and the west and will recline with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob at the banquet in the kingdom of heaven." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord.
Sometimes I think Advent is kind of about shaking it up a little bit, like getting us out of the just the autopilot, the things that we typically do and can possibly take for granted. It's just kind of, all right, let's mix it up a little bit and get our heads and hearts back in the game, if we so choose to allow that to happen. So I think of that today, in light of our gospel, to some degree, how many times do we say, "Lord, I am not worthy to have you enter under my roof, but only say the word and I shall be healed," right before receiving communion, and here's where that comes from. But it's there. But also when you look at, we read a lot from Isaiah. We heard in our first reading from Isaiah. Isaiah is prophesizing to an exiled people, a people in Babylon. Like they've been drug out of the promised land into Babylon. And he's prophesizing to them, to encourage them, to be hopeful that the Lord will come and save them. But why were they exiled? And there's a lot of reasons for that, but one of them is because they became complacent. Like they forgot just how many blessings the Lord had bestowed upon him, and how much they took for granted all that he was doing for them, and they just started to drift. So that same reality can happen to us if we don't take opportunities like Advent to kind of mix it up. Why do we do what we do? What's working, what's not, So anyway, that's kind of my encouragement today. And one opportunity I think Advent affords us is to, do the old gut check. Like, where am I at? And my faith for sure, but just, am I complacent in certain aspects of the faith, certain practices of the faith? And then I think it's great for us to rediscover their deeper meaning, and then rediscover also the providence the Lord works in our lives. So may we take advantage of the gift of Advent that the church has given us to reorient, refocus our hearts and minds back on the Lord.